Welcome to Leanne's Voice podcast for anyone who wants to get into voiceover or just want to learn how to use your voice more effectively. Now, I wanted to talk about British and American English accents. Same language, big difference in the pronunciation. Of course, British English is older, way older. The French added about 10,000 words or so to English, and some people think like English is English, but is there a difference? Is one better than the other? Are they both the same? Do we both understand each other? Now, I've been to New York City a couple of times, quite a few times. I love that city. And I've asked for stuff in a shop or on the train, or I'm just talking on my phone and someone's looking at you. Or I've asked for something, try to order something over the phone and they're like, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you said. And I'm like, come on, how come I understand everything that you say and you ain't even pronouncing stuff correctly, but you don't understand everything that I say? Like, what's going on here? And it's so strange that language can link to your patriotic feelings and your identity. And so when someone disses like your accent, you can get upset because it's like a part of you. So there's a difference in British and American English, how it's sounded out, how it's spelled. The words that we use as well, like what is a bonnet? A bonnet is what you put on your head. Us black chicks wear a satin bonnet to bed at night. No, but a bonnet is like, it's the hood of the car. Like if it was an American person, like I talked to some of my cousins, they're like a bonnet, satin bonnet you put on your head. No, it's the front of the car that you lift up to get the engine. Same item, different words. And imagine we speak the same language just with a different accent and we can be confused when we're talking. And just like there's so many different differences in this one language that we're speaking. Like sometimes the words like tomato, potato, that song, let's call the whole thing off. Obviously I'm not a singer, so I'm not going to be singing that song. I was just thinking of the differences, like when I speak to my friends over there and they're like, you'll say something and it means like different things, and they're just like, oh, wow, it's like two nations divided by one common language. And I've been working with some clients trying to improve their accent when they're speaking English, and a couple of them love the kind of American kind of thing because of the films that they love. Then a couple of my other clients, they love like the Harry Potter English one. But, American English is slightly easier to spell thanks to Mr. Webster's spelling rationalisation, because he simplified a lot of stuff. So like where you see like British English has got favourite with a U in it, Americans don't have that. So a lot of the original spellings of British English was changed or simplified in the Webster's dictionary. But both accents, both spelling, they're both, the kind of, there's a general rule, then there's exceptions to the general rule. So it doesn't think like, I'll just learn American English because the spelling will be easier. Nah, that's not going to be the way to do it. There's different words for the same thing. Like, Americans will call lawyer, that's like a generic term for people in the UK. But here we've got a distinction between barristers and solicitors and stuff like that. So you can have just generic things that are different. And I just think like, wow, someone who's got English as a second foreign language, this must be a big confusion. Well, at times, I'm sure it could be. And just things about food and fruit and just, what's this thing called? Okay, it's a herb that I just don't like. Coriander. I went into this place called some kind of farmer's market, and it was like you pick your own salad. And the lady was going to put coriander. I said, I don't want no coriander in it. And she's like, coriander? That's cilantro. So it's like different words for the same thing. And like she was like really protected of the word cilantro. I was like, lady, just chill. Just don't put that green thing in my salad. Yeah, it's just fine. So, neither one is better. They're the same, but they're different at the same time. It depends on what you're using to improve your speaking, reducing your accent. Remember, I never tell nobody to remove the accent. I just say reduce your accent so you can speak more articulately. And it's just like, as I said, two nations divided by one common language. And you just got to learn it, whichever accent you want to kind of imitate. Obviously, there's a lot of exposure for American accents on the films, TVs and stuff like that. But then if you go on YouTube, you can get your exposure to the British English stuff as equally as sufficient. Do you know what I mean? So I was just sitting down thinking, does anyone else think about the differences or the similarities between American and British English? It's like talking the same thing but different words and just getting to the same point at the end of the day. I hope that makes sense to you. If you want to get hold of me for any voiceover work or any accent reduction work, please get hold of me on leanne@leannesvoice.com, and have a great and amazing day.